Hello, welcome to another video. I'm going to show you how to export a multi-channel QuickTime movie from Final Cut Pro. If you haven't watched my previous video about roles in Final Cut Pro, I recommend you do. But anyway, let's carry on. So I've got my finished edits, and let's say I want to supply my client with a split track QuickTime movie. Now, as you can see, this commercial has got a lot of roles attached to it. If I go to my index, you can see I can turn off my roles here. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you. If I turn off a role in the index and I close it, the index has this little blue dot next to it. So if you see that, that's a little reminder just to tell you that your project has a role that's been turned off. And once you turn everything back on again, you see the little blue dot disappears. So anyway, we don't manage anything from here. You can manage stuff from here, but you can do it all in the export. So let's go to our share button. Okay, so I'm going to share this file. Let's go to settings. I'm going to export it as ProRes 422HQ, and then I'm going to go to roles. Now this is where all the magic happens. So there's a drop-down menu here, and I can choose multi-track QuickTime movies, separate files, video only, audio only. And if you just want to send your client just the audio files, each roll is a separate audio file, you can just click on that and away you go. But I'm going to do a multi-track QuickTime movie. Now, as you can see, the video track is going to include all of these video rolls, and you can see it's automatically set up for every single individual roll to be exported as its own track, which is great, but I don't actually want to do that in this case. And at the bottom here, you can even export your SRT file, and I'm going to just click that. Why not? Relative to the timeline. So I don't want my rolls arranged in this way. I just want to do 4 tracks of audio. So what we can do, it's quite easy. You can just delete all these tracks, and you can just create your own version. So I am going to create an audio track. Now the first one I'm going to do, if I click here, add roll, I'm going to have as my voiceover, and I know that my voiceover is recorded in mono, so that's my first track. I'm going to create another track, and this one is going to be also mono because this is going to be for my dialogue. So I'm going to choose my dialogue, which is going to include all my sub rolls here. But I've also got a track which has got a piece of dialogue that I have retimed and edited. So I want to include that as well in my dialogue. And next audio track I want to create is my effects. Now I know the effects are in stereo, so I'm going to keep it stereo. So I'm going to get all my effects, but I'm also going to add my while track, and I'm also going to add my Atmos track. So they're all going to be included in my effects export. And if I click the final one, I'm going to choose stereo again because this is going to be all the music. And that's it. So once I export that, I'll export that onto the desktop. That won't take very long. ProRes always exports pretty quick. And during this time, you can always like and subscribe or make a nice comment. That's all done. So if I look at my desktop, I can see I've got my SRT file and I've got my QuickTime movie. Open that up. I'll go to Window, Show Movie Inspector, and you can see here on the audio details, I have got a mono track, a stereo, and a stereo track. So that's all done. And of course, the other thing you can do if you wanted to, you can export and go to another file. And this time, say you wanted to provide your client with a textless version. So I go again to multi-track QuickTime movie. And if I wanted to have textless, I will just get rid of my subtitles. I'll get rid of all my titles. And I might just get rid of my matte as well. So there's no black bars on top or bottom. So that just leaves the white background and the video. The adjustment clip in this edit is just providing the blur that I'm using to mask out the pictures. So that's how you would do a textless version, and you can do them all at the same time. And also the other thing is, if you have a particular requirement to do this sort of export, you can save this as a preset and just have it ready set up whenever you want to do it again. So that's how you export a multi-channel QuickTime in Final Cut Pro. Extremely easy, extremely useful. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Follow me on social media, and also see in the description for a link to buy me a coffee, but preferably tea, 2 sugars. Thank you.